before I go any further. Where is the stream here? Let me make sure my arrow is working as it should be. Quickly. Yep. Okay, now we'll go ahead and put that into the chat. I can't have everyone here. Alright. So the stream's up, the chat's up, and we're all good to go. Actually, I'll do one more thing while I'm at it as well. There we go. That's better. Just for any of the Australian audience, of course. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to round 13 of the Pacific Racing League Tier 1 series here. The Tier 1 series here on Pacific Racing League. I'm K997, your substitute commentator for tonight. Of course, Danny Rick was supposed to be commentating, but apparently he's having a bit of issues trying to get into the lobby, so I've been called in to sub for, at least for the remaining part of the race. And as you can see, we are at the historic Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. This track was one of the first historic tracks on the Formula 1 calendar that was that's been known as one of the most demanding and of course one of the longest racetracks on the modern Formula 1 schedule today. This track consists of 4.3 miles or 7 kilometers long and consisting of about 20 corners. The most notable corners to be an aisle for is turns 3, 4, and 5, known as the Eau Rouge and Radion complex. The most famous uphill part of any motorsport corner of the racetrack, and then of course you got the technical areas of the Lacombe chicane, and then the sweeping left-hander of turn 10, known as Pouron. That area is very, very demanding indeed. Very fast sweeping left-hander that the drivers will have to keep very mindful of. We have 3 minutes left to qualify, as you can see, but we'll go over the standings and everything real quickly. But first, to show you what's going on right now in qualifying, as you can see, it's Flex Offset on pole position at the moment with a 1 minute 43.707. That's followed by Goldfinch, then excuse me, I don't need the top graphic, why am I doing that? Goldfinch with a 1 minute 43.8, then Kush with a 44.1, CJF, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, 44.1, and then Chris with a 144.346. We've got about 22 left here in qualifying. Actually, I think Goldfish is... he was on a flying lap, but it looks like he's back out of it. Flex is on an out lap getting ready. Mighty Wombat, a driver I've been very familiar with in another league. One of the quickest drivers I know. He's currently 6th with a 1 minute 44.6. Bevan right now coming through the first sector split. He is only down by 10 1,000ths through the first sector. Sector 2 yellow flags, that is Goldfinch over Pouron, just going a bit slowly out towards Rivage turn 8, and then into no name corner of turn 9. 5th gear down to 4th, nicely done there, nice rotation there from Bevo as he makes his way down to the most demanding, one of the more demanding parts of the racetrack of Pouron. 7th gear, a little bit of modulating on the throttle. Oh, he's invalidated. He's run too wide there at the apex of Pouron. Let's see here if we can find anyone on a flying lap. This J-Dog in the Ferrari, he is coming his way down towards Blanchimont, the fast left-hander. It's very fast in the dry, but in the wet, it is a very sketchy corner. Into the bus stop chicane, the final couple of corners of the racetrack, 2nd gear, and then heads out of the exit of the chicane, heading up to the start-finish line. He'll set a 1 minute 44.123. That's only good enough for 3rd quickest overall. Tinselman in the Alpine, he's coming around Pouron, making his way up towards the 2nd chicane. Oh, but he's had a bit of a tank slapper there, and that's turned the car completely around, facing backwards, and there's an Aston Martin. Hello there. Oh, dearie me. That is officially ruined Tinselman's lap. Flex currently on pole position. He is coming around La Source, turn 1. That corner is known for having some incidents on the very first lap. Hopefully we won't see too many of that. Hey, now up towards Rouge and Rai, all flat out as Bevo has retired from the session as well. So he is officially done with qualifying. Flex making his way down the Kemmel Straight, up towards the Lacombe chicane. The clock says he's up by a whopping 1/10 of a second, but he's got a Williams in front who's not ghosted as well. I don't think there's ghosting on apparently in this. It looks like it didn't impede him too much as he makes his way around Rivage, turn 8. This negative camber right-hander up towards No Name Corner. Fourth gear up to 5th. Very nicely done there by Flex as he makes his way up towards Pouon. Very quick on the steering wheel. Uses the outside. Oh, but he's used too much of it. He's invalidated. That's his qualifying done. Finch is done with qualifying. And I think that might be done with some others. Mighty Wombat, meanwhile, he's up by nearly about 2/10. Oh, but he's ran wide at Pouon. That's unfortunately his qualifying done. Aussie coming towards Pouon as he flicks the car in, uses the inside curve. You got to be careful with that inside curve. That curve can be quite nasty indeed. Hey, up to the second chicane. There is a slow-moving Alpine just in front of him. Hopefully that won't impede him. So there are only 3 drivers I see on the list that did not even set a lap time, and that's K-Money, who is actually our current championship leader, if I'm correct, Tinselman, and Purple Snack. Aussie, meanwhile, coming up towards Blanchemont. Actually, I didn't quite catch how much he was up. There is a car in front of him. There's the Alpine, or that's a McLaren. That's his teammate. He's got now an Alpine in front of him. That also gets out of the way. Good job there by the Alpine. To the bus stop chicane as he makes his way around the corner there. CGF goes to 3rd with a 1:04.40. Aussie goes to 8th with a 1:44.950. And I think that is qualifying done. So there's Flex offset in the other McLaren. They'll start on pole position here for the Belgian Grand Prix. Being out Goldfish, who also, if I'm also correct, is our current championship protagonist. Oh, why is that happen? Okay, my game just crashed.